not you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go? Say it, spit it out. What is it exactly? The pain is the amount cleaning you out and my satisfaction. Today I'm thinking about things that are deadly. The way I'm breaking you down like I wanna drown, like I wanna step on the glass, step on your friend. Bury a friend, try to wake up. Clean up a class, killing the sun. Bury a friend, I wanna end. What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you want?
Welcome back to From Playing in Our Face. Hi, how is everybody doing? Happy From Day, Fromville. We are here to talk about the latest episode in From. You know what to do when you get in here. If you are joining us for a second time and you were over there all about Euphoria, we see you. We appreciate you. If you're just getting here, you know what to do. Hit that like button, share your thoughts, come back and hype it, and then come back and hype it again because we know how them hype points go. But we appreciate you guys for being here, and we're going to get into this episode. Ashley, are you ready to get in the front?
Absolutely. I'm always ready to get into the from of it all. I'm always ready to talk about my favorite group of people. Tyra, always ready.
Okay, Ashley, putting 20 on 10. Now, look, overall thoughts, Ashley. Be honest. What did you think about this episode?
Okay, so this episode was fine. We're getting closer to some answers. We are getting closer to some answers. Overall, I think I gave it like a 3 sweet peas out of 5. Like I think it was very mid. I'm sitting at mid. I don't think it was terrible, right? Because we're progressing a little bit. But it was giving filler episode again from the rage room, date with Ellis. The only thing he does in the from, which is cater to Fatima like her errand boy, to damn Gretchen Grundler moving in with Sarah. Like, things happen. Boyd getting dragged to hell, extending a branch to damn top cop Karen from, going to the house. Honestly, the big surprise for me was like, are these people undead? Like, are we getting something new? Are people resurrecting in the from? Because the whole time when he's under that house, I'm like, this man's about to pop back up. This barkeep or whoever that man is down there under the house that caved in when Tabitha was digging them damn holes. I said, oh, okay. Like, I'm excited for where we're going. I think this is still setting some stuff up, Tyra.
This episode pissed me off. This pissed me off. It took me longer to get the review out for this because I didn't know if I wanted to continue to talk about it. I feel like they are playing in our face. Instead, we're going to play, we're going to do a little tonk, a little pity pat, a little spades until we get to episode 8, 9, and 10, or wherever, however many, like all the way there. I feel like they're trying to elongate this story so we can get to the tea and the juice in the next season. They used to didn't have to do this, okay? It used to be good. You know how often I was in suspense for the next From episode? Like, the anticipation was there, especially those first two seasons of From are solid as hell. And then we get here because we've been such loyal fans of those first 2 seasons up until the third one. We've seen you guys do these same things for 4 seasons. I'm tired. I don't see progression. I don't see us going anywhere. We are stuck. This is hell. This is purgatory. We we have not moved. It just kills me that we can't find better ways to write scenarios for our group of people than having them repeat stuff that they've already done or regress in some way to keep the story stagnant until they want to get to what they want to get to, whatever the tea is this season or the reveal. Until we get there, y'all gonna give us some rigmarole? I ain't asked for this. I didn't ask for this. Like, From was a show of like the little moments. Like, oh, did you just see that? Like, oh my God, what did that mean? We have survived off less. But we found solace in just not knowing what was going to happen next, and that the story and the narrative was always moving. This feels stuck. I was so irritated. I was so irritated with this episode. I just feel like they're about to play in our face and give us. You talking about? Oh, it was kind of giving filler. Since when did From kind of give filler in season that episode 3? We get to give a little filler? No, it's too early.
We'll
It's,
see.
I don't know.
We still got 7 episodes. We're gonna see.
We're gonna see, but I wouldn't. I'm gonna share my thoughts as to why I wasn't, but I was not impressed, not at all. I said, oh, this is it. All right, cool. Moving on. Moving on. What Erica say? Oh, irrelevant. Because what are we doing here? But starting here, because this is, y'all send me. Because the moment I give my little spew, and From is not even a video that's just getting hella engagement but it's always somebody. Somebody always comes from the ether to leave some commentary on something I missed. Well, actually, this was an episode of The Crows. And what they symbolize and how symbolic they are. Somebody said that the story's going around that the lost souls of the people in From, even down to the late departed Jim, are inside of these crows. I hate it. We're trying to bury Jim in a real polite little way. Even Ethan said, I gotta wear this black jacket. It's what Dad would want me to do. Dad always said, out of respect, you wear black. I'm gonna wear this, Tabitha. Leave me alone. Ball couldn't even get out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today. The crow said nope. Now, this lazy writing here, because I'm always watching. I wasn't paying attention to the crows. I know what they were there for. But I was looking at Sophia. Sophia looked bothered. It looked like she didn't want them there. And she was surprised. So I was like, oh, okay. Is there something more to these crows? Because just a moment after this, Julie goes, well, I was uncomfortable. What's going on here? Those crows were making all that noise. It felt like they were celebrating in Dad's death. Like, which is it? Which is it? I don't know, but we always take some inanimate crow, cicada, a spider. We always got to play with it. But y'all said that the spirit of the folks, maybe even Jim is in this crow, and Jim was showing up to his own funeral to try to warn the y'all can get out of my face every day with that mess. Actually, what did this mean to you? How did you feel about the funeral proceedings? And what do you think these crows symbolize?
Girl, nothing. Fastest funeral ever. I looked up and they was in the diner tower. I said, did we say all of our respects? Like, is it over? Like, the services is over? We have no repast? Or I guess the repast was at the diner. What are we doing? Y'all pieced him back together like a puzzle. I said the least we could do is have a view and everybody walk by and say bye. As far as these crows, I don't know. Rico had some theories about the crows. He had put in the Discord. Girl, I don't know. The crows have been here and there since the beginning, right? They've come here and there, but never in a gaggle like this. And so, what does it mean? Is treachery afoot? This episode, it really made it clear to me that the man in yellow, Gretchen Grundler, is not really the entity that's in control. They're just like a messenger or like a vehicle. So I'm almost wondering if they could be something sent by the architect From to just keep him on his toes, or to tell her, hey, you running out. So here's the thing, what I'm feeling about this. There's got to be rules to this thing. There's got to be like a law in place in the From. Otherwise, this makes this hopeless and completely unfair. And I think Julie getting the books is going to be the key to understanding how all of it works. There's got to be some things that the From itself can't do, and it's got to be some things that the people can't do, right? There's got to be something that gets revealed this season. But girl, I don't know what them things are there for. I don't think they're the scrolls, because Jim is out walking in the forest somewhere in his ghost form. I don't know.
Somebody left a comment and it said, because we're gonna get to Randall, but they were like, yeah, Randall is in some way attached to the crows, and he can see through it's literally like the crow, like,
so he's a warg now. He's a three-eyed raven, like Bran. Oh, okay.
I said, please, shit, y'all just be making shit up. I know it was baby.
Raven.
Like, baby, come on now, baby. We all want answers, okay? There is no need for y'all to just make stuff. Y'all be pulling stuff out the back of your scalp. Like, where'd you? Who said that? In my Portia voice, who said that? Y'all just, that's a shame. We're so desperate for anything. It's like, well, actually, don't come over here and lie to me. Please don't. And I love the Fromville community, but so many people, like a lot of people, they clearly have access to the entire season, so they're going to give you that typical blow by blow, but make it seem like I don't know what's coming next, and y'all fall for it every time. And then there are the other people who really want to play on the Fromville arena and your subconscious of theories, and they would just throw things out there, and it's like, you know what? That actually makes sense. Let me go put that shit underneath Tyra's video. Don't put that under my video. Don't put that there. It was all a lie. They made it up. That's what Michael said. They made it up. It was all a lie. Okay? Stop it.
Never happened.
Never happened. Oh my God. I just can't. Like it irks me sometimes. Like now you just lying. That's a bald-headed lie. Let's get over here. Now, all right, boy. I don't know why at this point in the season I was never expecting us to circle back around to Boyd's wife. I thought we found resolve there when we made up with Ellis, and we found peace in that, and everything else was just the battle ahead just with being here. No, we are a tortured soul at this point. Boyd is tossing and turning and turning and tossing because, man, I really shot my wife. I was like, oh, we're back here? And then it's like, well, I low-key, I've been giving Acosta a little bit more grace than she deserves because she reminds me of somebody. She reminds me of my wife, and maybe I can help and save her in the way that I couldn't because I had to act fast and shoot her before she shot Ellis. This is my chance to run up that hill like Kate Bush. Come on out of that cell, Acosta. Now, Acosta expects us to believe, after all of that rhetoric last episode, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to be here. I don't know what you sick individuals did to be here, but I'm a good person, and I'm gonna find a way out of here. We never stopped the ambulance. We had to lay down some tech. The way she left baby Ethan stranded on the side of the road and said he got it. I'm a good person. We get here, and it's like, and we know we aren't far removed because they're just putting Jim in the ground. You know what? I don't even care anymore. I don't care who's a liar. I don't care. I just want you to give me a bullet so I can put myself out of my own misery. Can you just give me a bullet? Just one bullet. So, girl, the way that Boyd is fixated saying that you remind me of my wife, saying, did you forget what your wife did? Did you forget that we went ham and fed into our own delusions, or even from, or whatever it was? But we're all going to wake up if everybody just dies. I'm going to start shooting everybody. And this Cartman Acosta, she's been waiting for a moment to whip out that gun ever since we took the bullets away in the first place. So for her to just utter, just give me a bullet, I don't trust her with several bullets, let alone one. You might just turn it on Boyd. I just don't know. I just don't know. But we take her down into some abandoned cellar with the old relics of what was deemed like, we can't use this. This isn't the stuff that's in the diner. No, this is useless stuff that was left behind over the years. How about you sort it all out, really document it, and maybe you can get some clues and help us all out. Tell me the truth. Why do you want me to? Girl, it's busy work. It's busy work at this point because you're a loose cannon. And I want to help you because I didn't get to help my wife. I said, boy, we're back over here. We're the tortured soul. I mean, I guess, but are we supposed to trust Acosta? I don't think so. My issue is we do this every season. We have somebody come in strong, hot-headed, pure Aryan Brotherhood energy. I know best and I know better. And then we have the switch, like we have Randall, and it's like, you know what? Now that I've seen the error of my ways and what From really is, it doesn't help me because she's already done the steps. We've lashed out. We've shot someone. We've isolated ourselves. We've tried to go around in a circle many a times thinking we know the best route. She doesn't listen to anybody. All of the things are there. Are we going to really sit here and do the same thing that we've done with Randall and other characters? And it's like, you know what? Now I understand what Boyd was saying all along. Now I have good ideas, and I'm really for the Fromville, and I'm here with it. Why do we keep doing these repeat things? Unless we're going to do something with her that's interesting and unexpected, like really have her be a pure-blooded antagonist, I don't care for it. Ashley?
I would have called Psycho Killer Sarah over, and she'd have got the job done, baby. You don't need a bullet. All I need is a bullet. You know what I mean? Like, let Sarah do it. If she really want to go, let her go. What we holding on to dead weight for? She's only going to be your biggest op. She already is that. I don't give into this like I'm this defeated top cop Karen. And I don't think she deserves the humanity that he's offering her in this moment. She's already unalived somebody there. She should have been in the box for that. She went on a rampage in the ambulance, the only working vehicle in the Fromville, and left baby Ethan on the side of the road. Let that whole go. I wouldn't give her a bullet per se, but I would help her meet her request if that's what you want to do, sister. Because again, like you said, you remind me of somebody that I couldn't save. Your wife, who was a lunatic as well and had a blicky and was about to start taking everybody out. Like,
I don't
you
know,
say you're
boy.
changing, Boyd. Well, go on and change all the way. Maybe you become the supervillain. Somebody do something. But honestly, I really thought her whole point here was to be his op and to create a faction outside of him and try to lead the town in a different direction. Because ultimately, Gretchen, the man in yellow, you're going to tell each other apart, all that. Where is that going to come from? We don't have a hint of that yet. I think if we had factions, that's where we would get that, right? We're literally ripping each other apart. It's a civil war, it's infighting, it's all of those things. And who better to carry out that leadership than Top Cop Karen? Now, as far as clean out this storage room for this garage sale, girl, I don't care. Paint a picture, make this a crime scene and investigate and tell me everything about these people and their things. It tells a story and a narrative, and I'm not trained to do that. So you go ahead and do that. This is not a person that is teachable, trainable, that's ever going to be on your team, Boyd. I think this is a waste of time for me.
Boy says tap into. Didn't you just graduate from the academy? Remember why you took that oath and got that badge? Just like, oh, boy, please shut up.
Please.
Please shut up. And it was just so simplistic. Like it just gave like, oh, she's white and blonde. You know who you remind me of? You remind me of
My wife. And they better not make a romance with them.
Oh, please. I wish they would. I wish they would. I think Acosta is gonna maybe try to play nice up until he let her around a bullet or two, and it's like, aha, now I can let out, my evil plan. Cause don't just make her Randall 2.0. Like I'm sick of that. Thank you so much, Dane, for the super chat. Mr. Fromville is here, man. Okay, Ursher. Thank you, Dane. See, I think Acosta will find something. I mean, but once again, if she does find something, we're still relegating her to me in the Randall territory. What do we go through all of this for? Just to bring her back and rein her in and just have her be at the from like I love those moments, even though it's cliche. We always have like our biggest ops and enemies are the ones who should be standing beside us trying to survive. We always have to fear like your common human man. Like normally we have that. No, we're just gonna make her okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. I don't want that. I don't want that. But leaving this here, I just wanted to ask because this is kind of energy outside of the ending of the episode and helping Acosta that Boyd is giving this episode. We have him talk, to Jade later, and it's like, be careful because they're not playing around here. They mean what they're saying in these Fromville streets. Whatever knowledge that you find, that could mean somebody's sacrifice. Ashley, who do you think is going to die this season?
I don't know. I was waiting for Victor to start digging graves again. Victor might go out. Victor might go out. If I think his evil brother daddy is setting him up how I think he is, Victor might be out of there. I think some no name from the colony house will probably go, and maybe even
No
Donna. Donna might go. Ellis could go.
Well, Ellis can go anywhere.
Fatima could go.
Everybody.
Right? Like I'm trying to think
Everybody.
like let me count and see who Tabitha could go. I'm ready for Tab to go.
Actually, that's everybody.
Oh.
That's everybody except for Boyd and Kenny.
Oh.
But that's everybody except for Boyd, Kenny, and Sarah. Like that's everybody.
Oh. No, Jade.
Okay, well,
Jade would still be here,
I'm gonna say actually said everybody can go. I should say some no-name character. I think that's like expected. There's always some NPC, or as I said in my upload, some Sims characters in the back that are disposable that could die. That's up there. I think Henry, absolutely, because I think we've been on a mission to break Victor because, like I said, Victor is the key to something. If he just opens his mouth, but ever since Henry touched down, that's just all been in a disarray, and he's little baby Victor again. But if he dies, I think that'll be like, oh, Victor really, he's gonna take it and internalize it, and it's my fault, and he's here, and oh, my daddy, now the last symbol of my family is gone. That would move the story, and then we're not killing any of the mains. So I think Uncle Daddy Henry. Please leave Kenny alone. Mallory can go. Mallory, she can go. Mary can go. And I'm
Yeah,
not.
Nurse Crackhead, Mullet can stay for Kenny.
Yeah, well, not for Kenny. She don't want Kenny. I'll say
Brotherhood could go. I forgot about
no.
Brotherhood.
That's what I was going to say. My top people are Henry, Randall, and Mallory. Those are my top people who are going to go this season. Outside, Jim don't count. Jim was already dead last season. I'm going to put it over there.
Go.
Ashley said, everybody, Tabitha. They ain't taking Tabitha.
I don't really care. I need Ethan and Julie to live. You know, I need my babies, but everybody.
Now let's get into Ricky replay remix. Let's get into Fatima because it's the same. I said we getting secretive already. I was waiting for the smoke. I thought we were gonna have some type of discussion about how could you be sleepy? How could you Pooh Bear? How could you kidnap me? What purpose did that serve? It was still here. You didn't change anything, and then I was carrying that demon seed. I was Smiley. What's going on? It was just like, I don't blame you. Everything's okay. You know, the From makes you do some crazy things. It's okay. I was like, oh, that was anticlimactic. That didn't go the way I expected it to go. But Fatima is playing nice because she wants him to do something. Can you help me with something? We all know that Big Sleepy is eager to please. Big eating sleep. He be eager to please, whether it's a kimono or it's Fatima. Anything I can do to be in your good graces because I'm sorry. Now, in the midst of that, we have Ellis. I am so sick of Ellis. It is so wrong to be mad at someone for not doing anything, but they literally do nothing with his character. I waited all those seasons just for him to come around and realize that Boyd did what he had to do and he shot your mother, and that's just that. How are you going to be mad? Where can we go? You going to be in Fromville and be mad at your only relative here and your father, let alone? Once we passed that up, I was like, oh, all right. Ellis finna jump in action. He's gonna be second deputy in command, damn near over there with Kenny. No, nothing. All of these romance, and I get it. I get it. This is like a hopeless place, so they have these kind of romantic dynamics to go like, oh, love still exists, hope still exists, passion. We can dream and get out of here, and this is what they represent. But it's sickening at this point because you're not useful anywhere else. He feels like Fatima is still not okay. I feel like you got some pent up aggression going on. Let me take you on down in the middle of a field to bash some cars with a bat. Get some of that anger out. Yeah, look what I do for you. Look what Big Daddy take you. Big Daddy gonna take you places. We find all the time in the world to do all of these other mundane things, but we cannot be essential personnel any other place. But we know Fatima is not okay in the end because he's bringing her dirt. What are you about to do with this dirt? It's not even like a little dirt. There's a whole mound of dirt in the room. I was like, nobody noticed you transporting this much dirt up into this room, Elgin. But okay, just like yeah, a few more trips. I need a whole lot more, but thank you. This is helping me. I just really want Fatima to just go on die. Okay, just go on, take her on up to heaven. Because I feel like that'll be like just a nice traumatic death. I was all ready for Fatima to go last season when I thought that she was going to turn. I was like, oh, we get to see the process. No, that didn't happen. We gave birth to Smiley. I feel like it would serve the characters so much purpose, especially Ellis, Boyd. She's just the right person that has a relationship and a responsibility to everyone to push them into greatness because we really lost someone. And I'm sorry, Fatima has not been essential personnel. And I know they're not going to take Ellis. So Ellis could go. But I know you're not going to do that. So you need to go on and, push something. Big Sleepy and the likes of Henry, or they're not big enough, or they haven't been here from season 1 to move the needle. Fatima has. So I think it will make impact. Are they going to kill Fatima? They're not. But I wouldn't mind if they did. Ashley?
Girl, it was the most gracious, kind, warm interaction to somebody who kidnapped me and drug me down to the brinks of whatever, Hades, Tartarus. I just was like, girl, you had more energy for the other people that didn't listen to you than you did the man who literally did that. And I get it. He's under the influence of the kimono dragon and all of that. But he still got, listen, it is what it is. He wouldn't be unsupervised carrying coolers around to and fro without a chaperone. Because why is no one watching Big Sleepy? Y'all think he's healed? Y'all think he's cool in the gang? Y'all don't think he whatever? I also found it very interesting that when confronted by Fatima, he really had a different energy as well. It was very much apologetic, like, more so than he had with Boyd, which was more contentious and confrontational. And that makes me beg, the question, is Kimono Dragon still talking to him? Is she still whispering in his ear and we're just not privy to it? As far as this, I was like, is she building another compost heap in there to eat trash out of? Because I don't understand why you're putting all of it, and it's on the top floor, right? Like, we're not on the bottom floor of the colony house. What is this leading to? And why do you need more of it other than you're trying to harvest some more trash to eat because you're incubating another demon? I don't know what it is, but I hate it. I don't like clandestine missions because it makes me feel like now you might be seeing the Kimono Dragon too, Fatima. As far as this little rage room date, I was aggravated and annoyed. Ellis, you have all the time in the world to plan a date with Fatima, but you don't have time to help Boyd carry that bag of bones that he asked you to. Son, I'm old. Son, I'm elderly. Son, my back, my neck. And he said, you want me to, but you can go run to the colony house, pack a bag, and take her on an expedition to a part of From I ain't never seen. I didn't know they had a junkyard in From. I didn't know they had a used car lot in From, Tyra. And we're going over there, and I didn't. I did not know that. And I said, oh, you've got time to mastermind dates, move cars,
Yeah.
get them situated over here because you want to see. I just want to see you smile. I know you've been through a lot, and I just want to. That was now that was a wasted part of the episode to me because I don't give a damn about their relationship. I don't give a damn about it at all. I want to know if she's hearing the Kimono Dragon now with Big Sleepy. I want to know if she's incubating something else, and I want to know what she's doing with all that dirt.
That's what I said. The dirt is giving last season because it's not. If it's all of that and it's not something kooky, why can't you tell your beloved about it? Why are you and Elgin being secretive about the dirt in the first place? What are you planning to do with it? It looked like she was nesting. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Which I would be here for. Like, I want to see a descend. We haven't seen that. I thought last season was the season, but we didn't go there. I just hope that it's just something useful and there's a connection. Like, did something rot upstairs because you were incubating Smiley? Or you? I don't know.
Well, and I don't know. Can people? And this is a question that I have just in general in the From universe: is can current residents make that same deal that the other people did? Like, if Tab wanted to make that deal because she has Ethan and Julie, could she sacrifice her kids and become one? Outside of that, I don't think we'll see any more birthed unless we get to unalive another one of them, right? Because we can't birth new ones. So I don't know.
I don't know. I just want to see, like, they need to do something. Because I was like, oh, we finna replay the compost heat and her sticking her finger and tasting some Matilli. Like, we just did this. Let's do something else. Why are you hiding it if you're not up to something suspicious, Fatima? Okay? But leaving this. I be want to call her Fatima so bad. Now, all right. Let's get into these two. Because the way Sophia said, so it's all your fault. It's your dad's fault. It's your fault. Everybody's been downhill since you got here. That's what Kitty said. She said, are you crazy? I said, come on. Julie, pop off. Punch her out. Because who are you talking to? Nope, we just walk away. For whatever reason, we are trying to put Randall and Julie together on quest. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship because he's just there. Man, what are we waiting on? You mean to tell me we spent all that time with them taking these three? We took Randall, we took Julie, and we took Marielle. And so far it's been the Julie show. Julie feels like if I can go and get those storybooks that Ethan left behind in the shambles and rubbles and debris of that home that collapsed that we used to stay, I can connect some dots and really get into my story walking. yeah, I'm not letting you go in there. It's unsafe. And we saw how unsafe it was. It was falling apart. Randall barely got out of there with his life. The dead folks are down there. It's dead bodies. I was like, are there zombies? I didn't know what. I was like, what is this? But I think it was just dead people. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be. But we get out of there and we have them. They're wasting time. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care because we keep having Julie say the same thing. And I know that we're going to have her say it because we were just at the funeral. My dad has just died. I need to get into these storybooks and connect some dots so I can save Jim. Look, Ethan and that man in yellow told your ass you cannot go back and save anybody. You can't change anything. I'm ready for her to start using those powers and getting into her training so that she can go and spot Sophia in the back. I'm thinking that this is what this is for. Like, you could go and move anywhere. You can't change anything, but you can go see and get information. I think because we're really fixated on Jim, we're not going to make any progress until she realizes I can't save my dad, but I can use my power to do other things. When are we going to get there? Because she didn't say, I'm trying to help and get us out of here. I'm just trying to go save my dad. Girl, they said you can't do that. When has Ethan been wrong about them books? That man in yellow sure don't give a damn about you coming back because you can't fix anything. You can't save your father. Nice to see you though. So what are we doing? I just feel like we're playing. And then just to have Randall here as, you know, the sidekick, and I'm gonna do it. I think he sees her as like a little daughter friend. He's protective. Even though I'm irritated with you, I'm gonna come in here and I'm not gonna let you jeopardize your life. But yeah, how long and how many episodes are we gonna do that? Did Randall not gain anything from becoming a human centipede via the face? Did he not gain anything from when we left his ass outside in the middle of all those creatures and he walked away? What purpose does he serve outside of being Julie's right hand? I need to see it. Ashley?
He don't have none. Apparently his balls got clipped too. And I never liked Brotherhood of the Night's Watch, but at least he had some fury. And I can at least respect that. I'm really not mad at this. I think this is what I've been asking to happen because we need to understand the rules of the Chromonacle and the Gulagog and all that stuff. So I wasn't mad at the side quest to get that. And I loved her cussing Gretchen Gundler out. It was like, oh, meet me outside. Because what you would never do is blame this. And I said, well, Gretchen coming with the Bible stories. And that was another clue for us, right? Because the story was of Aiken in Joshua chapter 7, where Aiken stole this plunder from Jericho when God had made an instruction, don't do this, don't steal any items. And he took the items and he hid them. And because of his disobedience, they not only lost the battle, but Israel was punished because of this one thing. So I think this was a clue here, but I can't be for certain if it's the Matthews family who offended the architect of From or if it was Jade. So I do think we got a good clue with that. But as far as Julie, I'm ready. I'm glad she's taken some power back, and like I need to figure out how to story walk. Also, I don't trust the man in yellow to be a reliable anything. So I don't trust anything that he says. Maybe he's telling her that so she'll stop trying. I think there's got to, like I said, there's got to be like laws in place. Every place, the earth, everything has a law that it operates out of. I think the From has to be the same way. And I think if she can get an understanding of it, I think there's a possibility. I think there's a hope. I think there's a possibility. If not, this is just hopeless. If all I can do is go back and just see and can't rewrite or change anything, what's the point? Also, that violates the rules of time travel because time travel says if I go back and change something, I can alter potentially the future and the outcome.
They don't do that here. You can't change nothing here. You can just go back and finally fly in the streets. And so I'm like, if you go back in the right space and it's like, what the hell? It's because they're creating this negative tension between Sophia and Julie for something. Because she already kind of she was already kind of trying it the episode before. You had just touched down. And now you're going to blatantly say something like this in my face after we've just buried my dad. I think we're trying to create something there. So if at what point when she realizes I can't change anything, but is that Sophia? Something like somebody has to figure out who she is. And it can't be some like super reveal because baby, ain't nothing stopping that thing, that transformative thing. Like, no human being is, gonna be able to protect themselves against that. And then the talismans don't even do anything. So the best thing that we have to go is that Julie sees Sophia way in the back, and then she comes. It has to be that, because if not, when I feel like we're going to be stagnant and stuck is because everybody's moving individually and selfishly. I thought after last season, I was so happy. I don't know what moment it was, but I was like, oh my God, they're talking. They're sharing their thoughts, their plans, what's going on. No more are we off on our own secret agendas trying to do personally like selfish things. Everything here is starting with I. I need to save my dad. And then you have Tabitha. I need to save my children. Nobody's here like I'm trying to get us. I'm trying to make it out the hood with this one, with everybody. It's like, no, I'm trying to do this individual thing for me. I think as long as we're trying to do individual stuff for our isolated family, nobody's going to progress. So I need them to stop doing this. I don't know. I think that's the way that we are really continuing to suffer, because nobody's consciously coming together as a family. And Boyd may be a catalyst for that, because he goes out of his way to make sure he don't include them Sims characters in nothing. They're gonna be in the back doing Sims activities, dancing in the background, all in the videos, all on the record. They don't get involved, and they're not privy to any information. As far as they know, it's Easter and from. They don't know. But if we all came together, all of this knowledge is going to come at a cost, and I can roll up. We're stronger. What Big Mama said, with this fist, we can strike a mighty blow. Y'all supposed to soul food this situation, okay? This is supposed to be Big Mama at Thanksgiving dinner. What is going on? But no, we're trying to do individual.
Boyd is for us. Jade is for us. Donna seems to be for us. There are people there. Julie's still young. She's still a young girl. Right now, she's in her feelings and emotions. But even changing it, whether that's their motivation or not, is that going to affect how the From responds?
It has to be everybody. I feel like them trying to keep them people on the outs is why we haven't progressed in so long, because there's always a layer of secrecy, and then removing stealth mode, and then somebody's alone and left to be in a situation where they could even be attacked and they're off guard, and like they're out in the open. If everybody's moving and we're collectively doing the same stuff at the same time, because we all have a knowledge of what's at stake and what we're trying to do, I think we could move. Until then, I don't think we're going nowhere.
And Dane, we heard them call back to this episode, but we did not see that lady. I don't know why they're not showing her. I don't know if she's in the show anymore, but we were in the diner. They were, you want back to the cook you something? They said it in the diner.
I ain't pay attention unless we see that lady.
Yeah, they said her name in the diner scene, like she was in the back cooking the vittles. I don't know. We haven't seen her.
In the back. She off screen being Big Mama in your arm. She in the back cooking.
Cooking the vittles.
She in the back cooking. She don't even get on screen time. She just be like she in the kitchen with a Big Mama arm whipping up a meal. Okay,
they called out to her. It's like she's there. We just haven't.
Girl, I ain't paid attention to that. If they did, I missed it.
They did. They said Bacta. You want Bacta to make you some whatever in the back?
But this is episode 3. I thought if she was here, we would have seen her. But if they said, y'all said they mentioned her, child. Yeah, Rico said Bacta was at the funeral. Oh. I didn't see
her name. I didn't see her. Now I heard her name though.
Thank you so much, Dane. We're the Goosebumps puppet in the black female driver. That's what I'm saying. All of these things are always temporary. We like transition through these seasons, and we have one big thing. It's almost like an anthology in that way. You have one big major, and we elevate and escalate. It's a different animal. It's a different entity. It's a different inanimate object. You ain't gonna see that Goosebumps puppet ever again. Now, BAFTA, if y'all said BAFTA is back there cooking, that's news to me. I ain't know.
They said she was shown in the background of the funeral. I didn't see her, but I knew she was in the back of that diner because they said, cook them vittles. Cook them.
I don't care where she at now. They act like they was gonna use that lady. I thought she was gonna come through. Her and Donna was gonna be like this, and they was gonna be carrying the community on their back because we strong women.
She was talking about the Bible and scriptures and connecting with Big Sleepy and talking about, all the things. Like she was going to be this leader in the town, and we ain't seen her.
I ain't seen her. I don't know. We did see her, though. We have the funeral taking place, and Tab just can't take it. She's like, oh my God, this is just too much. Julie, I need you to be strong. You and Ethan, you go. I'm like, oh, okay. Tabitha gonna leave her kids every single damn episode. Like, I think her elevation will be not leaving her kids, because at this point it's a trope. take a shot every time Tabitha abandons her children.
Every time.
But it's
You're
not
doing it.
abandonment in Tabitha's mind because I gotta get us out of here. I gotta find the lighthouse. I gotta get back to the battle tree. Henry sees the urgency because her bright idea, she's like, I'm just going to leave because I can. I'm going to leave Donna a letter. I'm just going to disappear like a thief in the night. So you just gonna leave Donna a letter, you raggedy heifer? Really? After everything that has transpired, your husband is gone, your children are lost, you want to abandon them in a way that is not guaranteed that you will come back. You think that's the best decision to make right now? All right, we're acting on grief and emotions. Fine. Henry Peepster says, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to follow you because I know you're up to something. We get all the way here. This is before we even talk. We're going to get to that man in white. But he says, you can't. I'm going to block the pathway. I didn't just come here to see the bottle tree, Tab. I know that you were going to do something. Your children need you. Like, how can you just leave them like this? Like, what if you end up like that man in the cement? What I don't know. What do you want me to do? I can't just do anything. I don't know what to do. I don't know, but I know you don't need to get in here. I'm sick of it, okay? What y'all not gonna do is keep setting Henry up to be an op. Like, get on with it. We're hitting replay. We did the same thing with Tilly last season and it went nowhere. Unless Tilly is gonna reappear and this registers along with the man in yellow and it's like, oh, you've been multiple people. We came across you and we didn't even know. If that lady is not gonna make an appearance, stop playing with the elder people on this show. I do not think Henry is an op. I don't.
Yes.
I don't. I think he's here. He's finessed here because I think that he was supposed to be a hiccup for Victor to stop evolving because he was growing before Henry got there. Now they're painting it here like Henry's like, oh my God, like, are you trying to stop her from getting to the truth? She'll probably go through the battle tree and get to the lighthouse and really escape. And you're here to put a monkey wrench in that. That's why she met you the moment that I just don't buy it. I feel like they're trying to play with us and our emotions with Henry. And I don't feel like that. I feel like it's cheap writing because he is not that. You can't, because y'all lie all the time from. But actually, how did you feel about this? Tabitha about to leave them kids, and she said, "Well, I left Donna a note."
She said, "Dear John, right or wrong." Listen, by the time you read these lines, I'll be gone. She said, "All right, Ethan, you want to go with Victor? Cool. This is my chance." This is my chance to leave again. And I'm not even going to say bye because I'm doing this for me and my kids. I said, ho, you barely got back the last time. You think if you were to get out again, you're going to be able to come back, get your kids and do the same thing? The last man who tried that stunt with this bottle tree ended up being a part of that pool at the Motel No-Tell Holiday Inn. Tabitha is wretched. She can go. She is just the most useless. I said it before. I'll say it again. Useless as hell. Give me 10. Give me one Jade to 10 tabs and I'll take it every single time. As far as Brother Daddy, he's definitely an op. I wouldn't be surprised if there's another creature in the Fromville that shapeshifts like the man in yellow and that Tilly is in fact Brother Daddy. Have we seen him in the same room before? Have they been in the same room at the same time before? That's all I'm saying. Brother Daddy is an op from Victor completely regressing to going down to his basest form and him being there every second of it, to Tabitha not getting any real answers when she got on the outside, if she was ever on the outside. At best, he's a instrument of the Fromville. At worst, he is an op. Truly, there is nothing good about this man. Like I said, he could be Tilly. Tilly could have been another version of the man in yellow. Who's to say man in yellow is the only entity out here in another body? Listen, wearing another person's face, the faceless man, Valar Dohedis. Okay. I don't trust it at all. And Tab just, y'all came last season and you tried to get on us because we talked about how bad of a mother she was. And I want payment. I want retribution because now you have to see it. There's no way you can't see that even in this quest, it's not about her damn kids. This is about her grief. This is about her guilt. This is about her regret. This ain't got nothing to do with them damn kids. She's still pretending like she's mourning Jim. This ain't got nothing to do. Julie, you know what to do. This your son anyway. Go take care. Go raise him. Go make sure he's fine. Donna, and you go sweep up after him because I ain't got time to be a mother. When have we seen her alone with her kids for more than... We ain't. Anyway, I'm off my soapbox, but no, I don't. Girl, go to hell. Tabitha.
I
Take
fear to
her out.
say that From has, you know what I said about them season fours, Ashley. I feel like the steam is let out a little bit and we're getting into tropes. I feel like we're doing the same thing. I doubt if we like, where is Tilly's body? Like, is that even going to come back? I think they do stuff out of convenience for the season, and we have to have a few people around that you have to give the side eye, just like we did with Tilly, and then we don't do anything. Now, you said he could be an instrument. I think I could see that. I could see
At best. A op at worst.
I don't think he's an op. I think that he has genuine intentions on being here, and you came here with the most, general purposes, and oh, my son's really here, you weren't lying, and then you get here and you're utilized for the worst things. I think he's here to break Victor. He has to be used, or he has to die, he has to something. But him being an op, or him being the man, or Tilly, or any, I don't think he's that.
Who else have we seen come to the From under these circumstances?
But I
Like
think that's
by
why. I think that's
intention.
why they. I'm telling you, actually, I'm so over the show. They do this stuff intentionally. They do this because they do these little whip smart little things to draw your attention away from the lack of storytelling that's really going on. I'm telling you, they do this because they know they didn't have nothing. They knew that the show is like not evolving, and they do that same stuff. Y'all ain't really gonna get no tea until the last the last 3 episodes of the season. So yeah, look over there. It's literally look over there. Look over there at Henry, huh? Huh? Who is he? Why was he there? Why does he want to? He don't
It
want her
was
to go on the
convenient.
tree. It's I'm
Because
telling you.
why you just happen to be right there when I'm leaving a note, and I know
Because
what
this
you're
is
gonna
what they
do. I've
do.
been
They
through
don't
this
they don't
before.
have they don't have anything else to do. They don't have anything to do until I don't know, maybe something to shake episode 6, 7, 8. I'm giving it too much credit. I don't think nothing really shaking ass until episode 8, 9, and 10.
I
Other
just
than
want to
that,
know this. If the people in The Walking Dead were able to do everything that they would do, we don't even have a threat of like of anything all day long. Walking
mm-mm.
Dead, it was daytime, nighttime, no sleeping time. They were able to cultivate gardens. They, took road trips and field trips different places. They built a whole infrastructure in The Walking Dead, and y'all have had all these millennia in the damn Fromville, and y'all ain't did nothing. The houses are all dilapidated. Y'all haven't fixed a thing up. The colony house is falling apart. They're bringing dirt in the middle of the floor. You haven't rebuilt that collapsed house. We ain't even tried to find no water to fill the pool. At least Ethan could go swim. Like, I don't understand, Tyra. I feel like they're
Ashley,
lazy. Something is
please.
wrong. Something is wrong in the From. Because why haven't y'all tried to
I'm se-
build something to make life better?
I I said this in my review. I was like, if y'all do the rope a dope and Boyd is actually demonic and he's that one, I could like, come on, let's just go there. Because I think as much as we've been behind Boyd all the way about protection and what he does, I think that we do the community a disservice with all the secrecy, and those are our people outside of our core. Nobody else is obligated to contribute and do anything or know any information, and that's Boyd, because it'll just break them, and all of them have taken on this mentality. It'll break them. The life as we know it, as if it's so great, it would just cease to exist as we know it. We got to keep all of this in house, or they're gonna just run them up. And just like, I think they've been anticipating and getting us here to, I don't know if it's this season or the next one, with those people. And I don't know what we're shielding their eyes from. Like, when they know the depths of what's really at stake and what all could happen outside of those creatures, they must all turn into creatures and kill each other or something. Or I don't know. It must just be an all-out war in the middle of the goddamn streets next to that empty pool, the way that they're acting. Because if these people know what's happening, it's just the end of days. What? What are you talking about?
Tyra, I just know if Rick Grimes was there,
Actually,
we wouldn't be
please.
going through this. Season 5 Walking Dead, Rick Grimes, he
Oh
not
yeah.
going for
We
it,
don't play
Tyra.
that. We don't play that. We would have been Michonne this whole situation, okay? No, they're not doing anything here because it's up to these people, and the people that we are supposed to be depending on as our core. They're always doing some mundane, isolated thing when we all have the same agenda of trying to get out of here. Why aren't we talking? I don't know. Irritate myself. Uncle Daddy is not an op.
Brother daddies or not.
I don't think. I
Like I
don't
said,
think
he
so.
might be Tilly.
They're
He's
cheap.
somebody though.
They're cheap. I think we've put so much stock into the show because it was so good, especially those 2 seasons. Now we're running on fumes. He's just here to be a red herring. Nothing else, just like Tilly was. They're doing and repeating so many other things. I don't put it past them to do that with Henry. Even though he got there, we were like, you really just conveniently got here and you're Victor's dad? That's suspicious. And we ain't done nothing with him. Let's get into this man.
This man in white. Because that's what
We
I said, oh, the man in white. Voice deep.
how
Tabitha said, why you sound like that? Why you look like that? You changed.
this ain't hitting the mark like it used to, y'all. The sauce, the juice is loose. Okay, it's over. The way we arguing all about the bottle tree, and then it all ceased because, oh my God, it's the boy in white. I can finally get some information. We ain't seen him in a month of Sundays. It's like, oh my God, what why do you look so old? Him aging has to have some type of significance because it's like you're running out of time. So once he gets into his final boss stages of looking like, what do you turn into something? Are you the big bad in the From once you elevate to your final form and you go Super Saiyan? Like, is that what it is? Because it's like, oh my God, why do you look so old? What's happening? You're asking the wrong questions. These riddles kill me. Okay, they're not cute anymore. You lost us when you grew chest hair, young man. It's over. Okay, you're your little prepubescent stage. You're going through. You left adolescence. We're a teenager. We're about to be a grown ass man paying taxes, and you still talking about a riddle. You're asking the wrong questions. Well, okay. What about the bottle tree? Remember you said that it could take me out of here if I get in there. Will it still take me to the lighthouse? Well, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. I know you're running out of time, Tabitha. You're asking what what do you want from me, man? What do you want from me? Huh? What do you want? You show up. You've been showing up, useless as hell. I just don't know. He must be like an elevation of whatever not being accomplished by the people in the From, because all he said was you guys are running out of time and it's getting to be too late, but you're so close. Close to what? Shut up, man! You and them high rise ass knickerbockers, get away from me, Ice White. Unless he's like the big bad, and this is the like each time that we see him, he's just going to be elevated to whatever. What purpose is this? We are long from his connection to Ethan or Victor. He's just here popping up to say something and go booga 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 and disappear into the damn ether in the bushes. I'm over it. Shut up, little boy. Ashley.
The man in yellow looked so constipated. He was straining. Like I said, he's sick of Tabitha's ass too. So are we. The man in white. He said, "I told you to do one thing yesterday, ho, and you couldn't even do that." No, that was the answer yesterday. But yesterday's price is not today's price, Tabitha. Figure it out. But you're close. But ho, I'm not giving you anything else because I like to see you squirm. I like to see you suffer. I like it a little bit, but I did wonder. I said, why does he look so in distress? Why is he so elderly? Why did we have to get? I hate that stage. When their voices change and it drops a little, and it's like, ooh. Yeah. Because what are you saying, sir? And then she's okay. Well, what do I? Remember, Ho? You said to Jade, "F you, though. I wish you died. I'm not doing anything else for anybody." That's what you said yesterday when you were scrubbing that permanent paint off the wall. And now, I just now I'm on this quest. Make up your mind, ho. What are you going to do? We know for one thing you're going to leave the kids, but what are you going to do? The boy in white gave you the game. He wrote it down plain. He said, go, and he yeeted you out of that lighthouse, and you came back and brought an op. You didn't get it right, sister. That's not what you were supposed to do. Aggravated. And I'd be aggravated and growing up and growing a beard too, Tyra, if I'm the man in white, because I'm tired. How long have I been here? He's been here since Victor was a little boy. He's been here since the beginning of time, the dawn of man, the Jurassic period. He has been here for a long time.
He has. I don't know. I don't know why he had. That's what I'm saying. I feel like Boyd been our op this entire time, and we were just looking at him, or he was the idyllic savior. And if nobody's gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Is Boyd an op? He has yet to appear. We showed ourselves to Henry real quick. Yeah. It's just like, oh yeah. So and he's gone. We can't do anything with this information, sir. We can't.
You close though.
Close to what, my boy?
My thing is, if I need a heifer that's gonna be resolute to trust to get something done. Jade has not lost his resolve. Tab, you met these Ankui kids and made a promise to them, sat there and tried to cry again. But your tears mean nothing, ho. I really want her to be taken out. Give us a new Tab. Give us a new Miranda. Put her in somebody else.
What I've been thinking about since the season started is because it's like, okay, we've gotten solid information that the occurrences going on in From are a rotating hamster wheel. They have never changed. These things always happen. So somebody has to be the catalyst as to why we always fail. Maybe it's Tabitha.
Miranda seems like a failure to me.
Ashley, please. Because everybody here can't be a non-op who just happened to see that tree.
Well, I have to look at something and I really have to think about the people of the From. And no one is a really great person. Like, if you look at everyone individually in their own right, who's really good? Like, who can you look at and be like, oh, that's just a great person? Boy didn't have time for his family. He was an absent husband, a whatever father, right? Sarah was already crazy. She and her brother were probably Looney Tunes, but she took him out. So, psycho killer. Jade was drug addicted and selfish. Donna, who knows that her whole back? I don't remember. Did she give her backstory? Her sister was dying of cancer or something like that.
Wasn't no, I don't know. Her
left
sister,
her?
I think her sister was dying, but when they got there, it was just about her and her sister. Then she lost her, and then her and Boy became buddy buddy.
Yeah. So yeah, but she not good per se. Big Sleepy ain't been good. Bacta might have some goodness. I think everybody is tainted here in the From. That's why they can't get free.
All right, Acosta 2.0. They deserve they deserve what they're getting.
Deserve it too, though. That's why she's there too. Damn it! The only people who don't deserve it is Julie and Ethan. They're the innocents, and I guess Victor.
I was gonna say, even if that was the case, then where does Julie and Ethan or hell Victor come in?
They're here to be the story walkers. He got on his blazer like Boyd, like he about to take over the town, Tyra. I said, why you got a black blazer on that baby? 2 sizes too big. Ethan is the messiah here of the From, and Julie's supposed to walk the story. So they have purposes outside of it. I think everybody else here is here and assigned here for a reason. But I don't know.
Dang,
I don't think
what did I do that was so wrong that you had to send me to Fromville?
I was like, Acosta, you literally just killed somebody, sis. Like, you literally fought you blew your weapon in a crowded group of people. Like, girl,
I'm a good person. I don't deserve to be here.
Who knows what you would have did to people on the job in real life?
All right, let's get into here. Bad or not, my girl is redeemed. All right, we've came so far. I love the character arc of Sarah. This heifer here, first of all, Kenny, I know you want some love and affection real bad, okay? But she's underage, and you ain't getting that here. You don't have to tell this heifer everything. Like, he's just been the tour guide from. One thing to show her around and show her quarters. I ain't never seen you share so much information. All she got to do is ask, and you're gonna. Well, no, actually, on the night of the Juneteenth, on the day the crows were. Why are you sharing everything with her? She's asked. So actually, so what you're saying is the things just start to kind of go, astray when Jim got here with his family. So it's low key kind of Jim. No, that's not what I'm saying. And then she's just inquiring 24/7. I don't give a damn what anybody's seeing here. She's too damn well adjusted to have just gotten here and have just lost her dad. But then Boyd checks in, what's going on? How is she? I honestly don't know, but she's always praying. I feel like, what are you saying? She is doing everything but letting out a big belt of diabolical laughter. What are we seeing here? But if that didn't give it away, yeah, I just feel like I want to go live with Sarah. So, excuse me? Do you know? Yeah, I'm all familiar with what she did, but I see kindness. I see goodness in Sarah. She was really nice to me when I got here, so I want to go stay with her. That means you finna throw my girl to the wolves and throw her through the ringer after everything that we've done with Sarah, after all the hurdles that we've jumped through with Sarah and her character and the public scrutiny for what she did. We just barely kind of let Sarah back into the fold. And we went over there and shanked Elgin. Like, it's real slim. Kenny will always have that energy for her because, girl, I will never get over what you did. I don't care what entity had taken over you. You're going to move in here Sarah gives her the side eye, like, are you sure about that? You want to come stay with me? I mean, okay, it would be nice to maybe have a friend, a sister. I haven't been in close quarters with anybody since my father passed. Nobody wants to live with me, and I can't live anywhere else. So we get in there, and we're here. She is about to do my girl dirty. I really hate it. I really hate it. I thought it was going to be Kenny, but you're using Kenny to siphon information. But who she's really trying to get those tentacles in is Sarah. I was depending on Sarah to peep who this hoe was. We can't peep if she's playing mind games and whispering or whatever she's about to do in here. I don't know. It's just, I hate it. I hate it. If she's here, which is why I'm now banking on Julie to use those story walking powers to see if you were already here in the past, girl, who are you in the future? You're not real, man. I'm depending on you, Julie, because Sarah is compromised because this wicked thing will now be in the home. I'm nervous and I hate this for Sarah really, really bad. Because if and when something happens, even if she does recognize, yeah, this heifer isn't who it is, I don't know what's up, something's off. Who's gonna believe her? Because Kenny been against her for so long. This is trouble. Don't kill Sarah. Ashley.
Don't count my girl out. Don't play Sarah for a punk. She got discernment. She be in that word, Tyra. I feel it. I feel that Gretchen Grundler might meet her match, but the only other element I'll say is this that could prove problematic is that I believe Gretchen Grundler has a glamour effect. I think that when she makes contact with someone, like a point of contact, especially Kenny, like if I'm touching his arm or whatever, I think she has some sort of glamoring effect where they just spill. Because Sarah did it too when they were in that storeroom getting her glasses. It was like she just was telling her everything that she asked. So I'm really curious about that, if there is some sort of power that she has. But I'm really hoping still, let's not count my girl Sarah out. Let's hope she's built of sterner stuff. And since she went through her whole exorcism process after I mean, because she seems fully free of the voices now. So I'm really, really curious about what the motivation is here. If Gretchen Grundler knows something we don't, but I'm putting some money on Sarah. I'm keeping
I
hope
don't know.
alive. I am,
Okay.
because that's my
What I'm
girl.
gonna say is, and I don't know. I guess we have to wait. But if she goes over there and tries to attach herself to Ellis, Big Sleepy, do you think? Because you said, of course, we think that there's a bigger bad than the man in yellow. How much does the man in yellow have control over? Was he the one manipulating the minds and the kimono, whispering to go do stuff in the first place? Is she just this, or is she going to try to get into Sarah's head and do some other things? How far do you think the powers go?
I don't know. I don't know if he's been fully imbued with all of the power of the architect. I still think they're bound by certain rules. I do. I'm really interested to see, because ultimately, whatever this they're going to tear. This is my favorite part. They're going to tear each other apart. There's got to be something that can be a catalyst to shift that, and it's got to be something to do with the laws. I think we need to get into the flight of the Chromonacle. I think we need to understand those books, and hopefully, in episode 4 we get into it and kind of maybe understand if there's any rules at play, because he can't have absolute control. The man in yellow, I think it would have been a different end. I think the architect likes to see something play out a certain way. I think that's why we have the introduction of the man in white. I think it's not about just seeing them. I don't know. Did you watch Apex yet?
No, I did not.
Well, anyway, you see those movies where there's, this psycho who wants to make somebody run and they want to play this game of cat and mouse or whatever. I really feel like it's that. Like, I'm going to give you some tools and make you think you kind of have this chance. But I think it has to be bound by some set of laws. I think that has to be. I don't know, girl, but that's just my hope. Otherwise, it just wouldn't be fair. And why are we watching? Like, there has to be a chance for victory.
I should say it's not fair. I don't think it's fair. I thought that once she got there and it was all Kenny, then we would be trying to use Kenny as an instrument. The way we going far left to just try to go live with Sarah's downfall was always like being manipulated. So I'm like, are you going to try to attach yourself to Elgin, to Sarah, can it just turn on like that? And even if you aren't like the main or whatever big bad, can you like run interference and say, hey man, cut that shit up, Quay? And then everything's just going astray. Like, it's like what? I don't know. I just don't know what benefits that you would have moving in with Sarah except to try to make her crazy. I don't know.
She's playing a game with everybody. She's trying to incite everybody and see where they go. I really wanted her to square up with Julie. I thought that would have been a fun fight.
I just wanted to see. And since when is not room at the end, Kenny Kid's like, well, yeah, you can't stay at the hospital. That's like neutral territory. You have to move in somewhere. Okay, I'll go with Sarah. Why? Why do you want to go with Sarah? No sane person who's just arriving, Jesus freak. Oh my gosh, she did what? Oh yeah, I want to go live with her. Something is up and nobody's peeping it. And I don't know how much of that is the glamour and how much of it is just her. But even if it is like a glamour, can you persuade Sarah to do stuff that she don't want to do? I don't know.
There's a reason he took this specific form. You know, like there's a reason he took this specific form to invade the town. And I'm really curious because I mean at this point she and Sarah look like twin fundamentalist sisters. So there's a reason. It'll be interesting to see.
I thought he just took this phone to be a white Christian in distress. I thought it was just as simple as like, oh, I'm unassuming. Like nobody's gonna think I'm up to anything, and we're just gonna just play on that. But I'm like, nobody's gonna recognize it. Like she looks diabolical as hell, regardless of how old she is. But getting to Ethan over here, Ethan said, "Mom, Tabitha, I need to get out of here. I don't want to be here, Mom." Now, we are fixated at this point on the Lake of Tears. Before we get into Victor and what happened at that lake, or getting to the lake, is the lake a real thing? Now, I really don't think, that I was unsure last episode. I keep going to watch that scene over and over where he's in the woods, and I don't think this is Jim. I think we had that man in yellow, like where I say that they are playing with Henry and whether he's an op. I think that they were trying to do the same thing with Jim, but where we think Henry's an op, I think Jim is here and he's an op, and we're trying to manipulate Ethan. The moment, because while we had a damn poltergeist in the kitchen, I think that was Jim, but the form, I don't know. And I was sent to back because I don't care what happens. I always trust what Victor has to say. Says, I'm not really here to be down at the colony house, Victor. I'm trying to get down to the Lake of Tears. Do you know about it? Can you take me? Victor said, oh yeah, I don't like it. I don't go there. I don't like it. It's not a good place. We don't need to hear nothing else. Victor said, we don't go there. She doesn't even go here. I don't go there. I don't like it. It's not a good place. So there's no way. I trust what Victor says. I don't care what kind of slippery slope he's sliding down. He said that. But you came and tapped in. You know that Lake of Tears? Remember it was in your dream, son? Before we got it. I need you to go find that. I think that this is the man in yellow, and we're on a crash dummy mission to nowhere. But Ashley, what did you think about Ethan? Because Ethan was being a little manipulative. He's acting out. We already, walked that green mile last episode, and now he said, Tabitha, I need to go. Even how he was like low key manipulating Victor. Victor said, no, I don't want to. It's not safe. I have to. Well, if we were really friends, then you would take me. Matter of fact, I'm not going to tell you what and why I want to go there unless you take me, Victor. Victor's like, well, I mean, we are really friends, so all right. We getting a little spicy, Ashley.
Yeah, no, you can do what you got to do, King. Listen, he's on a mission. That's Jim. That's Jim because he knew he had limited time. I think that constant staring around, making sure nobody was seeing, nobody was watching. I do think that is in fact Jim. And Victor, he didn't like the Brundles, which was the pool that Jade was swimming in, not the Lake of Tears. We don't know where the Lake of Tears is still. The Lake of Tears is said to have powers. Everybody thinks it's underground or like that it's cavernous or whatever, but I don't know if it's guarded by a big spider, but there's a spider associated with it. And even when Jade later is asking like, what the hell, how do you know it's real? It's like my mom, she dreamt about those rocks because she had been there before. So at this point, I think it's confirmed that Ethan is reincarnated, and I think he's been to the Lake of Tears because now he also adds to it. It has healing and restorative powers. So we find the Lake of Tears. I think it's good. I think by hook or by crook, we need to get there and at least test it out. What's our other option, Tyra? At this point, we sit still.
It's nothing. All hope is lost.
We gotta go. We gotta
I
go.
don't
We
think
gotta go.
so. I don't know. I'm gonna go watch it again. I heard the thing about the Brundles. I could have sworn Victor said, "Yeah, we don't go there. I don't
The
like it
Brundles.
there."
Yeah, he don't
I
like the
thought he said.
Brundles.
I thought he said that late. I thought he said that about the Brundles, and he also said that about the Lake of Tears.
I don't think so.
If we didn't know about the Lake of Tears, where was Victor taking him? He was like, "Well, I'm just really unsure.
To the
I
Brundles.
know about it, and I'm scared, but we need to go find Jade for help and assistance getting there." Like Victor, like Jade don't know what to do, but I could have sworn that Victor was talking like he was familiar with the Lake of Tears also, and like that's not a place that I go to. I don't like it.
He don't know where it is either, because even when they all connect, it's like we have to find it. So
Because what the
now we're
hell?
on a
What the
quest.
hell is other Brindles? What's wrong
The
with that?
water
Like
that Jade was in. The
I
water
know
that
we've seen that before. We've
yeah,
seen
that's
Fatima
the
and like
Brundle.
what's wrong with it? Why we don't like it
I
there?
think what he found. I think he's probably seen. Well, we'll get to it. I think he's probably seen him there before.
Mm.
The man in yellow, because there was something about the sight, the look, all that to me that was like PTSD.
Oh, we'll see. Maybe I misheard. I could have sworn I was like Victor said we don't go there. What? Why are we trying to go find it if we said no?
Yeah, I believe they're still looking for the Lake of Tears, because if you guys drop it in the chat, but isn't it supposed to be like cavernous and like kind of like a journey to get to? Some people were equating it to like the lake, the river Styx or whatever, that you have to cross over to get to the other side of like the underworld. So I don't know, but I know we're not there yet. We ain't got to the Lake of Tears yet.
Yeah, I know we haven't, but I just feel like Victor being there, baby. We've traveled and we looked at damn near every inch of this place. I thought it was, I've seen it, but that's a place that I don't go to because it's bad. I don't want to take you there either. But if you take me there, I'll tell you why I want to go there. I don't know. I thought I heard something different. But I was like, yeah, we've been down to that little dirty Brindle's water. I don't know why we would be so hesitant to want to go there, or why would we be in fear? But who knows with Victor at this point. But here we go. Now look at here. Jade here, he's under pressure. Say, Jade, how you figured out? No, man, it's like no, boy, I'm trying to get it together. All of a sudden, we need to free our mind, and maybe the rest to follow. Some codes or something in the past connected says if we get into some type of translucent psychedelic state, that'll open my mind. Free your mind, man. And maybe I can get some answers that way, because Tabitha ain't helping me with a damn thing. So his mission, he's trying to relax and open up. We're meditating, and then we end up on down at the lake, and of course, we collide over there with Victor and Ethan and whatnot. But towards the end, we find a mushroom. I said, oh, so now you're going to waste your time in the next episode. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. We're about to go down memory lane for some stuff that's not even there. If we're going to have Jade, because that's what I'm thinking, what are we picking up mushrooms for? Because he was like, oh my God, I actually found something I can use here to take that trip. Make sure you make it count. Do not play with us in this psychedelic trip. And don't go too far either. Just, keep it cute, get us some meaningful facts, and push the story along. If we're out on flights of fancies, bopping around Fromville, learning and doing nothing, I'm going to flip out. That's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it here. But if we really go and we get some vital information, and Jade is not here wasting his time again, and we just got high for nothing, let's just go find something. Actually, what do you think about the option that Jade is taking to free his mind with some mushrooms? What do you think this means for the next episode?
Free your mind. Let your body be free, man. I want to see Gen V cartoon type characters pop up when he goes on this trip, Tyra. I want to see the drippy sky and the mushroom sinking into the grass. Like, I want to have a psychedelic trip with Zaddy Jade next episode. I want us to go all the way there. I want to see how far we can go. And yes, by any means necessary. Zaddy Jade is the hardest working man in the Fromville. And I want to know, he's going to get some revelation. Now, what it's going to cost? Who it's going to cost? Are we going to lose somebody? Probably. But is he going to get the information we need and hopefully retain it? That is my hope. He said, man, do you have any L to the S to the D? I need something. And then at the end, when he found his little shrub, I said, okay, Let the party begin, Jade. When Boyd comes in and says, it's fine. Take your time, Jade. Take your time. There's no time to take, Boyd. You've been taking all the time. You've been down there with Top Cop Karen trying to work out her salvation with fear and trembling. We need to get out of the From. Jade's the only man on the mission. And what else? What do you got to lose, Tyra? It can't be no worse than the From. It can't be no worse than the
It
From, wherever
can't.
he's about to go.
I don't want to spend time on semantics and in puppetry. Like if Jasper pop out, like that's the I don't like. Like if we're just going on, it's giving more so filler to me because like oh my god that was cool. Like remember that time when Boyd was down in there? Now Jay like yeah you remember that time? Like I don't want to go down memory lane of the historic moments from so far. I don't want to go on a recap. I don't want to see some colors. I don't want to go on a HP Lovecraft journey. I want you to go get us some info that we can use. That's all I'm saying. If we want to go over there, fine. But if we leave and we have nothing,
we're gonna get something, Tyra. We need to hear with something.
No, you know what they do? They give us some crumbs of something and it just top off some shit we already knew. Don't do that. That's what I'm talking about. Like, don't do that. Do not waste our time. And it's like, oh, you mean to tell me if I play the violin sideways and skip 3 times, the children will pop out and say uncooey?
Whatever you gotta do, Tyra. What else do they have to do, Tyra? Like, what else can they do? What
I don't
else
know.
can they do?
Stop. Let's stop messing with my mind, man. Stop playing and wasting my time. Okay? I just can't. That's all I'm saying. It just make it count, okay? Even if we go on the journey, when we come out and we roll over to the next episode, I learned this, and this, and we can use it in these ways. That's all I'm asking for. That's it. Thank you so much for the super chat, Dane. The Lake of Tears was part the story of the children that cried tears of blood that fed the root of the tea that created the symbol Jade. Who cares? That's that ish I don't like. Who cares? Once again, I don't care about what they told us. I don't care. I don't care, Dane. This just frustrates my soul. Like, let's go on down. We're gonna see. I remember Jade being high though, but let's see what this does. I don't know. Just the fact that it's shrooms and mushrooms, I feel like that's an opportunity to go do the most. Like, nobody wanted y'all to come do the most with imagery or gore or some jump scares or something. Did we get any new information? Oh no? Oh, okay, bye then. I don't know. I don't trust y'all. Let's get on down here. Let's get over here with Victor. Gosh. Victor, tell us something we don't know. Everything was cool, man. We got Jade. We're going on a trip on our favorite rocket ship, getting on down here to the Lake of Tears. Ethan gives confirmation. I remembered this, from a dream before we ever got here. He's waking up just like Tab and Jade are, whatever. Maybe when we get there, it'll have, some type of healing powers. We can use it for protection. I don't know, but my daddy told me to get there. Okay. We're halted and we're stopped in our tracks, and in comes the urine. Shaking like a leaf. Victor is so scared. I said, okay. Tell us something we don't know. We already see Victor in the back of the episode. It's like he's, I don't know, we've been lost ever since we stopped progressing. Because, Victor used to count all the days, draw everything, write everything down. He hasn't been doing any of that. I ain't seen that notepad in centuries. But no, it's like, I remember now. I didn't want this to be true. Breaking down like a fraction. I said, communicate, Buki. You know these clothes because you've seen the man in yellow. When did you see him, Victor? What was he doing when you seen him? Who was he? Wait. Oh, God, I just didn't want it to be real. I didn't want... Please don't piss me off, Victor. Please, bro. We have Uncle Daddy Henry roll up over there. It's okay, son. I'm here. Just bring it on in. I'm going to hug you and I'm going to coddle you so you don't have to deal with what's happening. I thought I'm never going to expect Victor to just be so above and beyond to maybe, have that bout with his emotions like he always has, because he's been through a lot. But at this point, there comes a point where you get tired. And I'm tired. Like, you guys are doing this on purpose. How long are we going to have to wait for Victor to give us something that he knows and something that we could do to help the situation? Because we know it's coming, but I don't want to wait to the last episode to get it. Because that means that we have to keep Victor just like this until the last episode. And it's like, oh, well, when I met the man in white, he was this, he was doing that, and this is what happened. This was the case. Okay, if that's what happened, this is what we can do now to prepare, because we know something. We don't know nothing until Victor decides to open his mouth. Ashley?
Victor no good while that daddy there. That is his number one op, I tell you. Now he pissy. Victor, now you pissy at your everything else we done seen. This it wasn't supposed you weren't supposed to be real. You're not real, man. And now you pissy and elderly. I did not like this, Tyra. I didn't like that scene. I said, oh, look at him rocking back and forth in the fetal position. It's because brother daddy's here. Before he ain't have nothing to lean on to. So he had to have some autonomy and some independence. Now I can fully be a child again because my security blanket is here, who's really not your security blanket. I believe brother daddy likes him in this state. And I know he's comforting him. He's, trying to, I don't buy it. I don't believe it. But can we get into Zaddy Jade and his hoochie daddy shorts, child? I said
Ashley, please,
now,
Ashley.
now, Jade, we're gonna take a moment. Listen, because them shorts was short. I said, "What you doing, Zaddy? What are you? What are you doing?"
Leave it up to you, Ashley, to find some joy in Jade and Fromville in that stank ass polluted water.
Listen, when your hoochie daddy shorts on. But yeah, so of course we now know Victor knows who the man in yellow is, and for whatever reason thought he wasn't real or thought he wasn't ever going to come back or something to that matter. But it was like you didn't even see the man, you saw his clothes. So now does Victor know that he's impersonating someone in the town? Does he know the MO of the man in yellow? These are the questions that we need answers to. But yeah, I don't like him pissy. And the actor who plays Victor, I just listened to his version of K Sarah Sarah, and it was very good. I said very good. Very good.
I just, not what's gonna happen to Sarah. Sarah gonna be taken through there by that little heifer, and I don't want to be here to see it. So I'm saying, I don't think, I'm telling you, I've been watching this show too close. I don't think Henry's an op. I think that the dynamics of their relationship, it is what it is, just because he's been disconnected for so long, and I want to be a father, and I want to be the son, and now I have a shoulder to cry on when things like this happen, and I don't have to be who I was like last season, who you were 5 minutes ago with Sarah and 5 minutes ago with Tab. That's just all gone. I thought at first when he got there last season it was going to be that, but now that we're here and it's still going, I was like, oh, you're not a Henry, you're just a dad. Oh, okay. And he's just him. I just don't want to stay here too long. Hurry up, Victor. We need information, bro, that only you can give. Okay, but that's that show. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, would you happen to have any predictions for the next
Girl,
episode?
the lies you tell, I have no clue. I literally have no clue. And I can't wait. I think episode 4 is going to be good. I'm excited. I'm waiting with bated breath. Hopefully, Top Cop is useful and she actually finds something in that storage room. I say, yeah, make the whole cleanup. Make her organize. She looks like one of them people who organize places. Let her do that. Let her be of use. As far as Victor, again, I just want to know if he knows the man in yellow has taken another form and if he'll be able to point out, is he going to even be talking after this? Honestly, he looks catatonic. I don't know if he's even going to be using his words next season, but I hope we get somewhere. And we have to see the shroom trip. I have to see Zaddy Jade. Are you going to get naked and run through the woods barefoot? I need to know. These are the questions that need answers. I can't wait. I can't wait.
You know, they look for a moment to make Jade scream. Ah! He's gonna be he's having that same scream he let out when he saw Jasper. Oh God, we're gonna do a bunch of that. I'm not looking forward to that. Now I don't know why my screen has completely frozen.
It's okay, girl. It's restream. They played.
I don't know, but I can't do anything though. I can't even get us out of here.
You can't.
I can't end it. I can't do anything.
You may have to close the window, and I'll just have to leave whenever you're ready.
Girl, I'm trying. Let me see. Let me see if it does.
You could
Okay.
try to refresh. I don't know what that'll
Okay.
do.
Cause I
Oh, there it
had
goes.
jumped.
There it goes.
We didn't
There it
even
goes.
get the boy. Well, since we're here, let's talk about.
Girl, yeah, because it was drag me to hell. I said, what is happening? I said,
I didn't know if the screen was gonna let me get here. I was like, get me out of here, because I need to just figure out how to end the stream. Child, okay. I'm sick of this. We've done this already. How many times we gonna make boy feel like he's losing his sanity? We better be doing this for a reason. Boy comes here to take his 2 cents to that wife. I ain't seen you, I ain't been down here in a long time, babe. But yeah, what is this coming up out the grave? And of course it disappears. So we're gonna go on this trip again with the illusions, and did that really happen?
that happened.
Am I losing my mind? Am I losing my mind? Or is this Sophia from afar trying to manipulate something? Is this something bigger than something? Like, we've done this before. If we're doing this again, I need Boyd to be the secret downfall of From this entire time, and we just didn't know it. Like, have it mean something. Stop doing this and wasting time if we're not going to go into him being diabolical. Because it's not just him sitting there in the illusions. That's that. That's Fromville playing. It's him steady saying, I'm changing. That's what it is for me. Changing into what? You've been changing for quite some time, boy. That didn't just happen this season. You've been changing. And the threat of it all, say this is what you're gonna do when you get on down there. And Pooh Bear said, well, what if I don't want to do that? What if I don't want to? So this is what you're gonna. It's like it's giving my way or the highway type of energy. You know, I just don't know what's happening with Boyd, but I want Boyd to be the big bad. I want Boyd to be the ultimate at this point if we're gonna go down this hill. Because if we're playing with his mind just to do it, I don't want that. Ashley.
Well, yeah, I was like, you just made me watch that movie, that Drag to Hell movie. And I said, oh, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. I said, he took off that blazer. I said, that blazer is his protection. When you take that blazer off, he's vulnerable to all manner of evil. And so I'm like, is it Abby? Abby came back. I said, are we going to do zombies? Is this really going to be a Fromville Walking Dead? Like, what are we doing here? I didn't get that this was inside his head. I didn't. When his arm was halfway submerged, I was like, what is, like, they're grabbing you. He's clearly changing. He's clearly changing into something totally different. Now, what that's gonna be, I don't know. We've seen subtle things throughout, like him, loving the lie when the truth will do. Like you're just lying for no reason. You're making choices. We saw it last season. You're making choices to cover up. You covered up for Fatima and Tilly. Like you've been doing things that serve your people's interest. So I don't know. He's been on this subtle decline. He's not really
Is
moving with
it people's
integrity.
interest or is it Boyd's interest? Because we're on a slippery slope of it just being him needing to remain this symbol. And I'm
Of
stressed
her
out in the
opinion.
process, but at the same time, I need these people here to be and think a certain way. Like, why do you have to have full control of everything, Boyd? Even though it's stressing you the hell out. You damn near passed out episode 1 because you were so stressed and dissolved at the fact that all hope might be lost. We don't have anything, but you still make time to where we're going to do this because I said so, because I still need things to appear here. Now, at
Yeah.
first it used to be, oh, these people are going to just break and I'm the symbol. I think it's more than that. I think Boy might be diabolical.
Well, I think at some point, I think that's what the From does. I think it makes you compromise your values and your integrity. Like, I think as long as he was upstanding is when we saw no incidents. I think there's some sort of connection between him losing some of that integrity, the Matthews coming, Jade coming. There had to be a shift then because that's when we started seeing all of these episodes happening. Before they had like 90 days, no incidents. So he was doing something right initially. He did something super selfless in taking out Abby before. So maybe the From responded to that. But I think when he starts feeding the darkness, like I think it probably started when he went down and got tied down in that dank cave and the man warned him and he took on some of the blood. I think honestly that may be the start into his descent, but I think the more that he gives into it, the more he's going to become a part of the From, and he could end up being our big bad. I think that would be cool. I think that would be very interesting for the story and an upset for the fans. So I'm here for that theory too, Tyra.
Now I keep seeing the theory that Donna is an op. I've been on the fence about that, but we are now about to go into the next episode. What have we done with, or we ain't seen Donna. What is Donna doing and where is she? It's been so odd. Donna is very main character energy, and with everything going on, she like lets her presence be known. We always have like one-on-one time with Boyd. There's always like some decision making. Conveniently, Donna has been a little MIA to me. I don't know if it's just writing and they're reprioritizing other things, but I just think it's odd that we haven't really seen her. You know, she be carrying the city on her back. Where's she
Yeah.
at?
On her
I
broad
don't know.
shoulders. I don't know, Tara.
If Donna has been an op this whole time, bro. Because I mean, if we are like trying to make it about Boyd and him being, we could have an instrument here that has been solely sent to cater to that, where it's been appearing like, oh, I've been supporting you this entire time. Could it have been something else?
Well, I mean, there has been a shift, right? Like there were stark lines drawn in the sand, I believe, earlier in the series. And I could see it and it made more sense, right? Because we had Boyd who kind of represented law and order and protecting the town, and that was more of the structured family life. And then we had the colony house, which is very calm now compared to what it was, but they were doing all manner of debauchery. It was live wild, die free, whatever they were doing over there. And I think it kind of represented freedom and all of those things, but there's clearly been a shift where that line has been kind of blurred out, and it would be interesting. It would be interesting. It'd be a concept if she was something other than that, because honestly, with their temperaments and the way that they're built, it was okay. I run this over here. I'm a boss too, Boyd, and you
Mm-hmm.
run that over there. But now she's relinquished a bit of that control to Boyd, which is interesting for who
Maybe
we've
she
known
got
her to be.
maybe he's, primed and ready for where they've been trying to get him to be this entire time. Because regardless of what's going on here, whatever Boyd decides to do, Donna always backs him up.
Yeah.
And it's very with them, my way or the highway. If Donna or Boyd says it's law, so who's to say, what we've been pushing? But now that you're pushed where we need you to be, I didn't kind of back off. But I will be here for that because it will be something different other than y'all trying to make Daddy Henry a op, other than Victor regressing, stuff that we haven't seen before. I would love to see them really play with these characters. But if Donna has been an op for 4 seasons, that would be crazy.
That would be
Four
amazing,
four
actually. That'd be
seasons,
great.
dog. They would have to go back and like I would be
Yeah.
trying to like somebody gonna have to create a whole thread and really piece those things together because Donna, were you always on the dark side? Like, because y'all have been saying that a lot, and I just never peeped that. She's just been a single mom who works 2 jobs for 4 seasons.
Loves her kids and never stops. Yeah.
But
In the
yeah,
heart of a fighter, I'm
I'm
a
a
survivor.
survivor. Shout
Listen,
out
we
to
gonna
Reba.
sing Reba. Listen.
Ashley, anything you want to tell the people before we get out of here?
Don't forget, I saw you guys asking, and thank you, sis Tremaine, for responding. But we are doing the testaments tomorrow night. That live at 7:15 Eastern Standard Time. I think both of our uploads will be up in the like tomorrow before the live. So make sure you check those out. But yeah.
Yeah, be sure to check those out. Like she said, if you're here for From, make sure that you're in our actual uploads. Hello, we doing uploads all about From, where you get to have our uh unfiltered solo opinions about the show. So if you like if you like what you heard here, or you're on my side or Ashley's side, vice versa, go and cross some streets and support that video. We would definitely appreciate that.
Oh,
But we'll
Tyra,
see you.
before you go though, real quick, somebody said, "Why am I so hard on Brother Daddy or something?" And I see you, Michelle, out here doing the Lord's work and teaching the people about what he done. But it is suspect because this is the only person we've seen enter the From this way. There was no hemming and hawing. There's been no response. There's been no, "You need to pay for this. This wasn't lawful." He entered too easy, and as soon as he's come, Victor has turned into a completely different person. Like I said, at best, he is an instrument of the From. He's being used by the From to make Victor useless. Worst case, and that's what I think, is that he's completely an op. I believe it in my heart of hearts. I really, really do. I'm not shaking it.
And
Prove me wrong, From. Tell me he was great. Tell me he's
I'm
somebody.
on the best case side of him coming here accidentally with good intentions, but you become an instrument of the From. Like, I just don't see it. I feel like they're trying to play with us like they did with Tilly.
Well, Tilly was
Yeah,
evil too. I'm not convinced she's not.
I hope she comes back up here. I should hope
I
that
do
we didn't have Boyd threaten Pooh Bear with, I'm going to tell everybody that you killed Tilly. Well, hell, if Tilly comes walking right back up into this door, then what? Like, that's still, we haven't really just dealt with that either. So
Listen.
I would love to see that. But yeah, I do not. Yeah, but find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Leave your comments down below. Do you think that Uncle Daddy Henry is an op? Or are you on the other side with me where you don't think so? I think he's going to be used because I do think he was brought here intentionally to stifle
On
Victor.
purpose.
But I don't think that he's a part of that.
But
I think
nothing good comes from the From. Nothing. If they bring you here,
absolutely.
you're here to cause
But
chaos,
he's
mayhem,
not
and
innate and evil or like man. And I don't think he's a transformative entity. I think he's really Victor's dad. And he came here. It's like, well, I don't want to be here, but my son is here. Now this is our time to forgive and recapture what we lost all those years. But is he there strategically, mentally trying to take
yeah,
down Victor? I don't think
mayhem and mischief. I think he does those creepy smiles Gretchen Grundler does when nobody's watching.
so. Ashley, please. I was gonna say we haven't seen one. We barely got any smiles from Henry. Now he's creepy smiling in the dark. Ashley, you can't be making stuff up.
Secular, I'm gonna hold you to it. She says Henry is not sus. I will buy a hat and eat it if he's an op. Listen, and I want you to come on video. Come on the live, Secular, when the truth is revealed.
Ashley said, "Come outside. We ain't gonna hurt you." Be here for that. I can't wait to see. And it's a sad day in the event of things. If the most heightened thing we have to talk about is whether or not Daddy Papa, Uncle Daddy Henry is an op. That means nothing. It really ain't nothing going on. I don't think he is. We'll see who's proven right and wrong. We'll see. I can't wait. But y'all have a good night, and we will see you guys with more content later. Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all.
What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? Why aren't you scared?